Alright guys, welcome back to the 2021 Tire Rack One Lap of America presented by Grassroots Motorsports Magazine. We are currently outside of Peru, Indiana at Grissom Air Force Base for the autocross. Just getting the first of 3 runs for all the cars started. Try to move over here so we can see the time clock to let you know times on all the runs. I think we've had about 7 or 8 cars go out so far. Bandit Turbo S. Here comes Mike Martin's GT3 RS finishing up his run, his first of 3. Mike's coming around to finish his first run, and it's like it's a 48.907. Got Billy getting ready to go out in the GT500. Getting things set up on the dash. Little thumbs up from One Lap Billy, which is his YouTube channel. Very informative and entertaining videos. He always answers the question, will it drift?
What's up, Ryan?
What's up? See, the GTR is getting ready to finish its run. Put down a 49.769. Then I got Dave Ogburn going out in the GT3 RS.
Is that Billy driving?
Yeah. Of course it's Billy driving. Solomon's standing right there.
Well, yeah.
Alright, got the Billy getting some heat in the tires. Dave Ogburn runs a 46.072 in the GT3 RS. Got Billy around on the back side of the pad. Way I haven't heard any reports of cones down, so maybe a good clean lap. And here he comes through the lights, 48 264. Not bad for his first run in the car today. See if he'll be able to improve on his other 2 runs. Got Bill Morton C8 out now, and the big bad green Camaro just comes through with a 46.585. Strong run for that car. Mini GT2 RSs headed out for his first of 3 runs as Bill Morton finishes his run at 55.513. GT2 RS puts in a time of 49.933 as the Cayenne heads out. C7 coming to finish his run with a 46.605. We had an issue with the run of the Cayenne. He's going to get to come back and rerun. I think the previous car clipped a cone and it was in the racing line, and they were not able to get over to correct it. So he'll be able to come right back around and jump in the line. Up next is James Hodges in the Killer Whale ZL1. See what James can do. Oh, 1 cone for James. James working his way around the backside of his first run. And we got the STI running, coming out. James with a 47.634, but he did get 1 cone at least. And the STI with a 48.702. I think I heard Bucky in the background saying this is only the second time that he's running autocross as Big Chris heads out. Big Chris finishing up his run with a 51.092. So he'll definitely need to pick it up to improve after that one. And we get the Cayenne to run again. They've got to, I guess, change something in the scoring data so we get the correct time with the correct car. As Jim Roberts comes around to finish his run at a 59.003. Yep, hurry up and wait. Because
I did hit a cone, it would have been a solid run.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the first ones.
Yeah, right there that little bit. I mean, the car runs okay. Tires feel good. Like 2 second penalty.
Well, you got two more.
Yeah. Hey, just drive faster. Like, try to bear up the gearing. Running second and finish though, like, it looked good. I mean, it looked good. You know, looked aggressive when you were out there.
There's a cone in the line.
Good. All those out here. It makes a difference.
We got the car tester extraordinaire and VinWiki star Randy Post out on track right now.
Stories are just the best.
If you don't know who Randy Post is and you do not know what VinWiki is,
It's worth a Google.
go to YouTube, check out VinWiki, and just watch Randy's stories.
If you don't know what they are, then why are you watching this post?
Good point, James.
Just saying.
So here comes Randy finishing up his run with a 52.257, which I'm sure will be leading the SUV class. Michelin factory boys out there now on the track. Expecting a pretty quick time out of them because they pretty much just do nothing but shred tires for a living. We'll fan shout going out. I haven't seen any cones go down on the BMW. So this looks like it's going to be a fairly quick run. This may be in the 46s. Up 47,383. Not too bad. Tracy Ramsey heading out in the Boxster. He teamed up this week with Eric Scheimer. Ben finishing up his run at a 50.073. That, I don't know, that may have been Dan in the car. I'm not sure who was running for that session. They got Victor Bell heading out in his new Panamera hybrid. Tracy finishing up his run with a 48.086. Victor with a 54.741 on his first. Now we got one of the Mark V Supras. A little bit we'll see the Supra entry from Toyota PE. Double nickel racing Fiesta ST headed out. Tesla, great run with a 46.063. Supra with a 49.666. Baxter heading out in the M4. Fiesta with a 47.706. Here comes the Lotus to finish up his run. They 49.343, but I did see one cone go down, so that'll be 2 seconds added unless he got another cone somewhere out on the course. But I only saw that one. Baxter coming through finish with a 50.885. Second C8 that we've got in the field this year. The TTRS finishing up with a 54.205. GT500s in the field this year. This driver actually picked his car up on Wednesday and drove straight to South Bend from the Georgia area. C8, or no, the BMW had a time shown of a 97.672, so I'm thinking there might be some timing and scoring issues as the GT500 finishes the 79.170, which that just doesn't seem quite right. So it's like we're in a holding pattern once again. Like probably close to being 3/4 of the way through the field for the first of 3 runs for all the cars. And what they do here is as soon as they're finished, they pretty much get back in line, and then when everyone finishes, they just start it over again until everybody's run 3 times. Anthony out on track right now in another one of the GT500s. With a 48.703. Up next looks like Old Man Steve. Back-to-back Volkswagens we're going to see here. Old Man Steve should throw down a really good time. He is a long autocross veteran. As Jenna Wagner heads out, here comes Old Man Steve through the lights with a 53.794. Now on track, Jenna's up at the top end, and we got the Celine out on course, and now we got the Focus RS Jenna through the lights with a 53.794. I think that's the same time that Steve had. Another one of the quiet Mustangs. The next car going out, you may want to turn the volume down on your speakers just a little bit as the Focus RS comes through. I'm really thinking they're having some timing and scoring issues because the Focus put up a 72.537. I'm really not sure that is a correct time for that car. So it looks like we may be in a bit of a hold again for just a moment as the Mustang on course finishes up. And he crosses with a 94.601. These times are not correct. Trying to overhear some of the race director's radio to see if hear what's going on. So they're really going to need to try to correct the timing issues we got going on here. So they're currently working on the timing light at the finish. So we're waiting to see if they can get this corrected. And joining me now is Solomon.
Hi all. So I hope you're enjoying Brian's coverage. We're doing stuff on Instagram, so you can feel free to check in on there, doing some live streams there as well with some of the drivers and some more of the up-close cars. Like we said earlier, the first run was okay, still getting the tires together and trying to get them to work, trying to get my driver mod to work. We'll see how that goes next round. We're all enjoying the windy day that we have here.
And speaking of driver mods, we got the Mustang kid here, Billy Johnson. So you didn't get the correct cheat code for the first run?
The correct cheat code.
Okay.
Still working on it.
I got you. Oh, got a timing issue. There were cars that were getting 94-second runs.
Oh, we do have some 94-second run cars.
Yeah, but when you have a Focus RS that puts down like an 86, and it looked more like a 49.
Got it.
So. I thought that was Steve in the car.
Or was oh no, it was Steve.
Yeah. Coming up next, we've got the Tesla GT with the big engine. So, like I said, turn your volume down as this car launches.
I don't think we're gonna get close to that.
What's that?
Somebody just said 1.5 seconds, so I don't think we're gonna.
Andy Halls could do a 1.57.
He's more like 1.7.
Well, then Ann can do it.
Yeah, he could. She chooses not to. She loves Andy.
So it looks like we've just about got this fixed, so we may see the Tesla out on track here shortly. I think Solomon wanted to add something to the stream.
So I'm gonna take this for a second, and you can always tell kind of where cars are bought and the mentality of where they're bought by their tags sometimes. So I saw this, and I liked it. So if you're in Vidalia, Georgia, just remember, if you ain't dealing with Paul, you ain't dealing at all. That's the fastest I've ever seen Brian move.
Oklahoma truck stop. 2015.
All right, the Tesla is quietly away. Yeah, somebody turned it on. I have no idea where the Tesla is. It could be behind me, could be over there. Who knows? Mike Arrigo, hooked on driving.
All right, man.
Showing us how it's done.
Go.
Seems like they still may be working through that timing issue. Are you ready?
Yeah,
I can't hear you over your engine. What was that?
I'm ready.
It's too loud. Sorry. We'll get you next time. No, this is not our car. Do it for Paul. turn you back to Brian while we go get some more content in the paddock. Enjoy.
All right, we've got the timing and scoring figured out now, and some of the cars that had bad times are back out on track. The Focus RS just leaving. Looks like we're down to our less than 10 cars in the first run group. RS comes through at a 50.113. Launching from the line, starting his run, and here is Uncle Howard Lefevre. Those of you here that are one-lap veterans, you all know Howard. I think he told me last night this is his 27th consecutive one-lap. Taking off in the Robertson Racing Miata as the Civic puts down a 48.409. Another one of our Focus RS's. Howard with a 55.621, and we've got gorgeous 911 Carrera 4 headed out. And you're running in the vintage class against the Corvette, as Scott woes it down to a 48.605 in the Miata. And the Focus RS got a little bit lost out there on course. Zagged when he should have zigged, and with a 55.494. We got Bob and Ted's Excellent Adventure, as the Carrera 4 finishes up with a 56.604. The STI finishes in 63.081, and now we've got the first of the 3 cars from Toyota PE Motorsports in Kentucky. Looks like we got Kurt Barber giving everybody a wave as he goes out in the GR Supra. Toyota PE cars. Cosworth powered 8.6. Looks like Justin behind the wheel there. Round 2 starts. Robert Thorne taking off in the Shaky Dog Racing C7. Winning car from 2018. Next up, it's Autocross Yoda, Andy Hollis. And the amazing 720S. And the TTRS comes through 846. Tomo in the Vet, and Robert Thorne with a 46-657 in the C7. Todd getting way out of shape right off the bat, and Andy comes through a 46-009. Wicked fast. Tomo in the Vet, 44-280. That has to be FTD.
He was FTD to begin
He's an alien. He plays too many video games. And Amanda giving up the reins of the HHR to brother Adam.
So proud, master.
So we should let Amanda do commentary on Adam's run.
All right. I see no cones flying. This is good. Okay, brakes. That's not good. No brakes. Brakes are not allowed. Come on. Gas pedal. More gas pedal. I think he's going faster than me. Get it. All right, here's the roll. Here's, get it. Okay, good. And stop that. He's gonna go faster than me, I swear. Watch this.
Adam coming through the super twisty bits here.
More gas. Gas pedal!
And a 58.778 for Adam Hennessy in his sister's car.
So proud.
We got Chuck Beth finishing up in the GT2 RS. He's getting ready to come through the lights. The 47.847. Mike Babcock getting ready to go out in the Bandit Turbo S. The S2K just put down a 44.494. Mike Martin's GT3 RS finishing up with a 50.673. as the Mile High M3 is getting really loose, but it reined it in. And the Viper gets way out of shape, gets a couple of cones, and I believe he's still carrying a cone with him. Oh, he just spit it out. Probably gonna have to red flag here for just a second.
Finds what I found. I think so.
David Carr out in the SRT Charger as the Viper finishes up with a 55.901. Dave Ogburn starting out in the GT3 RS on his second run. The GTR coming through with a 48.585. Billy getting his second run started as David Carr comes across with a 49.243. Dave Ogburn crosses in a 45.782. Very nice time. Here comes Billy through the very finishing sections. 47.389. And the GT2 RS with a 50.163. And look, it's your co-driver.
Lap 2.
Go ahead, Brian. Hey, James.
Just starting out on his second run. As Randy Popes comes across in the Cayenne with a 52.045. Hodge is getting a little loosey-goosey out there. Dodges with a 47070. Yeah. Big Chris headed out on his second run. As the Subi comes through with a 48474. Very nice second run. Should make Bucky quite happy with that
As long
run.
as he stayed off the orange little girls, we're good.
There, Big Chris coming through the end of his run like he's on a mission. The 49374. I don't see any corner workers out replacing cones, so that may have been a clean run for him. Jim Bob across the line in 53013 as Ben Shout goes out. Tracy Ramsey getting ready for his second run. His co-driver setting up the cheat codes for the car. And the Michelin boys in their little nicely prepped BMW finishes with a 46705 for their second run as Victor goes out in the Panamera Hybrid. Ben Shout coming across the line of 49601. Tracy dancing with the cones. 48-120. Fiesta ST. Followed by the Exige. Baxter taking off in the M4. Got the next batch of cars lining up on the staging lanes here. And the Fiesta with a 48.447 and the Exige with a 46.617. just this week, GT500 takes off for run number 2 as the C8 crosses the 62.248. Ready to start his second run in the GT500. Old man Steve getting ready to start his second run as Mags goes through the lights at a 47.597. Old man Steve will be followed by Jenna in the second of the Nothing Leaves Stock Volkswagens. I don't know which car is louder, the Celine or the Tesla here. We'll do a comparison real quick. Old man Steve, the 53-150. As the Tesla absolutely screams away. Here comes Jenna through the lights, the 52-023. Mike taking his time getting his gloves on. Now he got it going. Celine comes through the lights at a 58.994, waiting on the Tesla as Chris Porter is up on the line in the Corvette. Looks like Mike may have gotten a little bit lost out there. The Tesla runs a 53.225. Like Mike's got things back underway. As Chris takes off in the Corvette. Another one of the super loud Teslas next in line. Comes through the lights at a 56.862. First of our 2 Focus RSs. It's Chris Porter comes across the line to finish his second run at a 50.080. Look, kids, it's 2018 champion Chris Lewis he's a loaded gun. I thought he's supposed to be the superstar.
The Continentals apparently do not like this surface because Mayfield and Robert, those are like, that's all they got. Is all these tires got.
Focus RS 49 581. Uncle Howard.
Uncle Howard.
Official SERP producer of the one lap. Taking off for run 2 as the Civic SI comes across in a 47 248. Finishing up run number 2 as he comes through the lights at a 47 987. Very nice run. Carrera 4 finishes 54.588 for that second run. And look, kids, it's America's favorite heartthrob, Kirk Barber again. The RS ran a 48.001 on its last run. Kirk out on the track in the Supra as Brownie takes off in the Camry. Still ain't got the tune right?
Still working on it.
Blame it on Steve. And just like that, round 3 starts. Taking off in the Shaky Dog C7. So TTRS is already out on course. And Autocross Yoda, Andy Hollis, 720. The TTRS is getting ready to come across the line. A 46 461. And Tama is getting ready to go out. And the C7. See if he can throw down another sub 45 run. Robert with a 45.8 in the Shaky Dog bet. Todd taking off in the GT2 RS. As Andy comes through the last of the twisty bits and across the line, 45.890 for Andy. Tomo, 43.837 for Tom O'Gorman in the C7. FTD. And Todd with a 48.186. That may have been mechanical prep.
Yeah, it was. I never saw the car before this weekend, so, you know. We're just out here having fun.
That's right.
You know, that's what we want to do. We're just going to have fun this weekend.
All right, see ya. A lot of the guys rushing to get things packed up, ready to roll out as we head down to Memphis tonight. We'll be at Memphis Motorsports Park tomorrow for 2 track sessions, and then the low ET and bracket drags, weather permitting. If there is rain, we may kind of adjust things a bit, because the front stretch at Memphis is part of the drag strip, so there's a nice layer of VHT there coming onto the front stretch, which is not fun in wet weather situations. So Amanda's back in the car. I don't think she liked getting beat by her brother, so she's got to exert her dominance again. Chuck taking off in the GT2. Amanda, you better hurry up and get out of the way, because Chuck is breathing down your neck. So Amanda's going to get a rerun because of a cone out in the it looks like Chuck may have clipped a cone. He had a 48.454. Wow. And the S2K just laid down a 44.305, which apparently must have excited Mike Babcock, because he almost toted the front tires on the Turbo S with that launch. The Mile High M3 starts on his final run, and looks like Mike Martin's GT3 RS coming through. Not sure if Mike's driving or if Ross is driving them today. He's got a 48.538. And there's Amanda for her rerun. And Mike with a 47.663 on the Bandit Turbo S. The Mile High M3 coming through to trip the lights at a 45.659. As the lone GTR in the field waits his turn. David Carr taking off in the SRT as Amanda comes across to finish up her rerun with a 54.091. Dave Jr. in the GT3 RS starting run number 3 as Billy gets ready for his third and final run, and the GTR with a 47.755. David in the Charger with a 48.623. Chuck getting to rerun his last run as Dave Ogburn posts a 45.472. Billy up at the top end of the track, working his way back, coming through the switchbacks here. One more to go, and through the lights with a 46.670 for Billy Johnson in the GT500. Chuck posts a 47.271 on his rerun. The new Corvettes are so fast they're blowing the door placards off the car. And it's like Bill comes across in the C8 with a 49.939 for run number 3. And here's the tire destroyer himself, Randy Post. the 2RS with a 48-162, sorry. James Hodges in the killer whale. Getting ready to start his final run.
Run number 3, right here. We're sitting in second. Keep heads down.
Randy with a 51.860 on his last run.
He's halfway through the course.
Big Chris getting ready to start his final run in the GT2. Hodges with a 46.935. And the Subi with the last little twisties, a 48.037. Don't think he got any comments. So a good clean run. And Bucky Lacey getting quite excited behind me, cheering on his co-driver. And here comes Big Chris to finish up run number 3 for him with a 48.793. Ben getting started in the Cayman S, followed by Tracy in the Boxster. Michelin BMW final run of 46.457. Here comes Ben through the switchbacks and across the lights for a 48.207 in his final run. Wait to see how Tracy is going to come out on his third run. Tracy coming through the last few transitions there and across the line. 49.384 for Tracy Ramsey on his last run. And guys, that is going to do it for us here from Grissom Air Force Base outside of Peru, Indiana. Well, thank you for watching the 2021 Tire Rack One Lap of America presented by Grissom Motorsports. We're getting ready to jump on the road and make about a 7.5 hour drive down to Memphis, where we will join you tomorrow morning from Memphis Motorsports Park. Probably be about 8 o'clock Central Time, so 9 Eastern. And if you're in any of those other time zones, you can do the math. But we will see you tomorrow, and hope you enjoyed this afternoon's coverage of the autocross here. We will catch you guys later.